This third video, I'm going to show you how to use some of the most common functions in your Twitter account, which is simply the reply, the retweet, and also the favorites function. Now, the favorites function is pretty straightforward. If you find a particular tweet or a particular news message that you like, you can just click on the star icon here, and when the star lights up, it means that you have added this to your list of favorites. Now let me just do the same thing for a couple of posts here, and when I want to access my favorites, I can just click on favorites, and it shows me all the items that I have listed as my favorites, and I can always uncheck any as I want to. Now let's go back to the main profile page. Now let's look at a function called reply. Now, of course, Twitter is a social networking, social media communication tool, so messages aren't really created one way. Of course, someone puts up the tweet or the initial message, but you can always reply to that message. So for example, I'm going to reply to the message from breaking news. Okay, so I'm just going to click on reply, and you can see the format that Twitter uses. So if I'm going to reply to someone or mention someone, I can just put followed by the exact user ID of that person. Okay, so if you don't know how to do that, then the easiest way is to just look for the message that you want to reply to and click on reply. And now I'm going to type in a message here. Okay, and when I'm done, I'm going to click on tweet. So here you can see the initial tweet message, and this is my reply to this particular user. Now if you actually mouse over on the user ID here, you can see that I'm following this person, right? And I can also just either choose to unfollow this person, block, report as spam, or mention breaking news. Now mention is another feature in Twitter, is that instead of having to reply to someone's initial message, you can publicly actually mention that particular person. And let me just click on that. Okay, so the format is pretty much the same, right? And followed by the user ID, but this is not a reply to someone's original Twitter message. Instead, this is a new message that I'm sending out that is directed to this guy. Okay, so now you can see my reply over here and my mention over here. So it may take you some time to get used to these things. After all, it pretty much looks the same, doesn't it? But let me get to one of the more powerful features in Twitter itself, which is the retweet. Now the retweet is basically you promoting or spreading a message or a tweet done by another user. Instead of having to type out the exact same piece of information or the exact tweet yourself, you can just retweet someone else's tweet message. For example, let's take this message over here. So if I find this interesting enough and I want to share this with my list of followers, I can just click on retweet, and it says do you want to retweet to your followers, and just click on yes. And to check which are the news pieces or the tweets that I've chosen to retweet, I can just click on retweets, and first of all, I'll be able to see the retweets by others, and in this section here I can see the retweets by me. So this is a really popular and also really powerful feature in Twitter, is if you actually post, for example, breaking news or the latest news or a link to a very important resource or simply a very funny Twitter message, then it can get actually retweeted by all the followers in your list. and also retweeted by perhaps all the followers in your followers list, and that can actually get you pretty much a lot of viral traffic from twitter.com itself. So retweets, replies, etc. are really useful features that you should take advantage of in your Twitter account. Instead of just posting new messages and then leaving, you should find a way to communicate with other Twitter users and use the Twitter functions to maximize the traffic that you can get to your websites.